Hello everyone. Hello my students and my past students, my present students, and my future students who are watching this video. We have a free TOEFL iBT Speaking Question 1 online course. This is a free course. We have paid courses for the complete course and everything else, but this is actually a free course. That's right, free. F-R-E-E. A free course for you to learn how to do TOEFL iBT Speaking Question 1 properly. You have video examples of doing speaking question number 1. The instructor gives you 15 different examples of question number 1. You learn all the strategies and tactics for doing well on question number 1. It's a full course. And there are the links right there to do our speaking question 1 full course. You get to really learn exactly what you have to do a great job on this particular course. Well, we think that it's a pretty amazing course because it really teaches you the necessary notes to write down for speaking question number 1. We give you templates of how to use templates with embedded language and also how to speak just naturally, which is even better on speaking question number 1. We teach you how to interpret a question and also the different types of questions that you have for number 1 and examples of how to answer each one of those types of questions. And so the examples that we provide and the information that we provide in this free course really is going to allow you to know the common mistakes that students make and how to avoid those common mistakes, how to give the test taker the information, the test grader the information they want and are looking for you to produce and provide. And so when you take a look at this free TOEFL iBT Speaking Question 1 course, online course, you're going to get exactly what you need and you will have no questions about how to do speaking question number 1 through our free TOEFL iBT course. Alright, so we have some other, of course, online TOEFL iBT online courses that you can go to and read about. We have our TOEFL iBT Complete Online Preparation course, where it's the complete course. All 4 sections. Is a super course with so many benefits. It's ridiculous how many benefits you get. You have the TOEFL iBT Reading Comprehension online course, our Listening Comprehension online course, our Speaking online course, and our Writing online course. So we get very for specific courses for those of you that are having trouble with a few things, and we give a complete preparation, a complete online preparation course. So just go to any of those links, and you can read some more about those courses. But this is about the speaking course. This is our contact information. You can contact us through our website, www.tiexams.com. Our phone number 832-755-2986. We have our online courses, but we also do in-person courses in Houston, Texas, and Denver, Colorado, where we have offices. We also fly to different parts of the country and different parts of the world to conduct TOEFL courses or TOEFL seminars for large groups. For example, sometimes schools will ask me to come in and teach the TOEFL iBT in their school for 2 or 3 weeks. And I'll go over there and I'll teach for 2 weeks the TOEFL iBT and explain to their students exactly how to pass the exam. So that is something that we do. We actually travel around and teach how to do TOEFL iBT, but primarily our in-person classes are in Houston and Denver. But if you want me and you have enough people, I'll come to you. So you can call us on our phone number. My email addresses are right there, kenolaw@msn.com and tiexams@gmail.com. Our Facebook address is right there for you, and our online course main page, where you can read about the main online course available to you. So contact us. I'll be happy to hear from you. Send me an email, ask a question. Be more than happy to help you out and answer those questions for you. This is Speaking Question 1 Practice Test. It's a practice test. If you go to the following course, if you go to the following link that we have right there, you'll be able to sign up and take our free TOEFL iBT online speaking question number 1 course. This course is fantastic for you, and one of the things that's included is a speaking question 1 practice test. and you'll get a chance to take that practice test, and then you'll be able to listen and watch the video of us doing the actual practice test itself, so you can compare your answers to our answers. Some of the benefits of a Speaking Question 1 course. You learn the tactics and strategies for doing Question 1. You can read over and over our strategies. You can take a Question 1 practice test. You can watch a teacher examples of the practice test. You can watch 8 videos of the teacher giving Question 1 examples. Find out all the common mistakes on Question 1 and how to solve them. Actually, that's a total of it's actually a total of 15 actual total that you'll be able to see between the practice test and the extra videos. You can learn useful expressions for Question 1 and all the general tricks to stealing time and delivering great responses for Question number 1. So it's jam-packed with benefits. Now, if you're ever interested in our full TOEFL iBT online course benefits, there are so many benefits for this course. You have a live online class, reading passage review, where we question by question go through a review of how to apply each question strategy. You have a live online class for note-taking for lectures and conversations. You get to submit 2 complete speaking tests. Actually, we've changed that now. You actually can submit 3 complete speaking tests with our course. You can submit 4 integrated and 4 independent essays. There's a total of 8 essays. We also have a complete TOEFL iBT exam review, where every month we review a complete exam question by question and break it down for you so you know exactly how to do the entire exam. A few more benefits to our complete course. You have a 60-minute one-on-one session with the instructor, unlimited access to the course, a 30-day money-back guarantee. We know we're good, and so we guarantee it with a 30-day money-back guarantee. All our strategies and tactics are in writing for constant review, and all email questions about the course are answered promptly. So I hope that we know this is for the free speaking course, but if you like our free speaking course and you need more help, we do have some great courses available that have great benefits that will teach you exactly what to do. But even if you decide not to take one of our other courses, enjoy this Question 1 speaking online course and learn exactly what you need to do to be a success. I'm hoping for the best for you. I'm wishing you the best, and I would love to be your TOEFL iBT instructor. Okay, now we are on to our last extra practice question, just to give you another example, a very last example. We're glad that you watched the videos and that you've learned how to do question number 1. The most important thing is getting your reasons down and your choice, and then speaking coherently and fluently in doing it. When you're doing the question, don't really think of wrong examples or wrong reasons or whatever. As long as your reasons are related to the question, it's okay. But don't get too hung up in that process, because you'll just be thinking and that clock is running. And you just want to get down some good information, some good basic information that you can talk about fluently for a long time. And we think you'll be great if you can do just that. So we're going to play the question, and then we're going to give you a great response that you can use as a model for responding.
What is your favorite book or movie? Describe it and say why it was your favorite. You have 15 seconds to prepare your response. You will now have 45 seconds to respond to this question. Begin now.
What I consider to be my favorite book, I have read probably at least 15 times starting from childhood. That book would be Lord of the Rings. One reason why it is a very popular book with me is because of the storyline, which really talks about somebody who is insignificant, who at some point joins a journey and becomes the most important person of all. Another reason why it's involved is I like it a lot is because it involves other lands and other places. And I like to believe in fantasy and experiencing fantasy. And so this book does it for me. So those are reasons why the book Lord of the Rings is my favorite book of all time.
That is the end of your response.
Okay, and so that is our question 8 response. And so really, just, hey, relax. You're going to be fine. You're going to do a great job. When we did this question, our choice was Lord of the Rings. Some of you may have heard that because it just came out in the movie not too long ago. It came out into a movie. But yeah, Lord of the Rings was our favorite book of all time. And then we just really, when we put everything else, we were just filling out filling out what we had in our outline. But really, though, that's just an example of a natural response based upon just having a structure and trying to speak naturally, because that's going to get you that great grade. You don't want to be robotic when you're doing this, okay? I've heard some students try to really stick to a template, and they sound a little bit robotic when they're doing it, and we want you to avoid that somewhat and try to be a little bit more natural in your process. But at any rate, you're going to do great. Do what we tell you to do. Follow our explicit instructions. Okay, follow our explicit instructions. Read that material that talks about the common mistakes that people make for the speaking questions. And then be sure that if you're taking the full speaking course or the full complete course, that you send us your 3 complete speaking exams practices. That's a total of 18 questions you can send us when you take the full speaking course, not just question number 1, speaking question number 1, but the full course. That's what those benefits are for. The full speaking course and also for the full TOEFL iBT online course. Thanks a lot, everyone. You've been great, and we hope that we can service your TOEFL needs sometime in the near future. Thank you. Before getting started, I just wanted to say that I have really enjoyed being your instructor for speaking question number 1. I think that you have been a great student. Whoever you are out there listening to me all over the world, that you've been a great student. And if you keep up the hard work and doing as we tell you, you're going to do a great job. I believe in you. And so it really is just a matter of you also believing in yourself and doing what's necessary to work hard. We really think that you should participate in doing our entire course, our entire TOEFL iBT online course, which is the best preparation course on the internet. Our students have received super high scores studying our methodology and our strategies that we've taught over the years, and we think it really truly does apply very well to the TOEFL iBT in terms of making it easy for you. So we're going to now play this track, and then we will give you a great response for you to be able to model.
Talk about an important national holiday in your home country. Describe it and explain why it is important. You have 15 seconds to prepare your response. Begin now. You will now have 45 seconds to respond to this question. Begin your response now.
I've been to holidays all over the country, but I would have to say one of the most important holidays is 4th of July in the United States. On the 4th of July, people like to have barbecues outside with their family because it happens in July, and they gather around and have barbecues, and one of the main things is to either shoot your own fireworks or go to see fireworks somewhere. So that's what's involved with the holiday. It's very important. It's a very important holiday because it actually celebrates my country's independence of when we gained independence from Britain. And so it's an extremely significant holiday that we love to enjoy in the United States. So that's why I choose that one as an important holiday.
That is the end of your response.
Okay, so that is question number 7, extra practice example for you. Just giving you a good idea and a good feel for how we do our questions and what we expect of you to produce in order to do a good job. So for this one, in terms of the choice, we chose the 4th of July. Well, what's wrong with my spelling? Spelling is off today, everyone. My spelling is off. And I talked about the fireworks, description, and family. And then I talked about Britain in terms of independence. So those are my notes that I wrote down. Not a lot, but just enough to give me my guidance and structure when I'm speaking, so I don't get off track and go all over the place. Because you know the most important thing that you can do when you're doing question number 1 is to stay within the question. Okay, don't go beyond the question and don't overtalk the question, but you have to make sure that you answer the question and stay inside the question when you're giving a response. And on to question number 6. Speaking question 1, extra practice 6, everyone. And we have another practice we're going to do for you. This time we're doing it with a blank form where we just have our basic information over here, because we're going to really show you how when you do a question really naturally, you can really still do a very good job, an excellent job, even better job, because your speech is going to sound better because it's natural. So we're going to give you an example of how to do that. The key to speaking to question number 1 is being really able to get down your reasons in those first 15 seconds and your choice. And then just having a lot of practice with delivery. Because the structure of the template is going to help you out with your topic development. But you got to relax and have good grammar and good delivery. And you can handle question number 1 very, 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 very well. And score high like all the students that you saw from our actual results lecture and all of our testimonials. You can do the same thing if you do what we tell you to do. So here we go.
Where do you most like to go to eat out? Describe this place and say why you like it the most. You have 15 seconds to prepare your response. Begin now. You will now have 45 seconds to respond to this question. Begin your response now.
I would say I've been to many restaurants over the years, all over the world, but I would have to say my favorite restaurant is Ruth Chris Steakhouse. One reason for this is because steak just happens to be my favorite type of food. I've tried many foods, but steak, the taste of steak and the texture of steak is very appealing to me, and so Ruth Chris does a great job of making my favorite type of food. Another reason I like the restaurant is because of the ambiance. Inside is wood paneling all over the restaurant, and the waiting staff is very, very friendly to me when I'm there. So for those particular reasons, Ruth Chris Steakhouse is my favorite place.
That is the end of your response.
Okay, and so that is our response to that particular question. Okay, and I think I would have done it maybe a little bit different, but you know, when I thought about it, I would have probably wanted to say my second part first, my first part second, but it doesn't really matter in terms of answering the question. But I think I would have just have liked to have done that a little bit better. But like I said, it's not about perfection. Okay, that response will still get a perfect score of 4. But I was just pointing something out to you that I might have done a little bit differently. Alrighty then. Thanks a lot, and we look forward to continuing the journey. Okay, and now we're moving on to speaking question 1, extra practice number 5. As I told you in number 4, I was going to give you an example of if you get stuck with just one reason, and how if you just have that one reason, you can just give 2 examples to help make sure you can speak clearly and coherently for the full 45 seconds. And so we're going to show you how to do that with this particular question. The most important thing you can do with speaking number 1 is if you make a mistake or if you mess up, don't stop. Take a breath, recover, and keep going. Be patient and keep going. A lot of students will make a mistake and just give up. And you have to keep in mind that when ETS gives somebody a score of a 4, a perfect score, it's not a perfect response. Okay? If you look in their official guidebook and you listen to some of the responses that they give a 4 to, you'll hear it's not a perfect response. Okay? So don't worry about a small mistake here and there. Just really work on getting your verb tenses correct and have good delivery and language use and topic development, and you're going to do a good job. But the main thing is relax and take it easy, because when you're relaxed and you take it easy, your words come out of your mouth clearly. So I'm going to play the track now, and then I will give you a response to this particular question.
Talk about a person in your life who has inspired you. Describe the person and explain why you found him or her to be inspirational. You have 15 seconds to prepare your response. Begin now. You will now have 45 seconds to respond to this question. Begin recording now.
There have been many people in my life who have inspired me at different stages, but I would say one person in particular would have to be Nelson Mandela. I'll start with the fact that he has an incredible amount of determination. One example of his determination is the fact that he was in jail for more than 30 years, sitting in a prison in South Africa with very little communication, and he kept his resolve. So that shows his determination. Another example would definitely be the fact that he eventually became president. So after becoming and being in jail, he became president of the country. This definitely shows that he is a very determined man and why he inspires me.
This is the end of your response.
Okay, so that is extra question number 5. And we had Nelson Mandela. And we talked about him being, we talked about his determination. And we had the example of him being in jail and also him being president. So we did this question a little bit differently, but you can do it this way too. Okay, you can do it this way. This is a perfectly fine way of doing this particular question. Okay? Alright, so we'll see you over on question number 6. And good luck. Keep working hard.